Welcome to the series of how these renderings were made. Today we are going to analyze this project made by COSMOSCUBE Studio. We will see how they have made this image of a 46 floors tower in Beijing, made for Zaha Hadid. They work in 3dsmax, but they received the model in Rhino. When they passed it to 3dsmax, it had about 250 layers. As you can imagine, this was completely unable to move and rotate, so they had to optimize as much as possible. Being a twisting geometry, it is quite complicated to place objects. The tower has several different curvatures that rise from bottom to top, so they had to align the objects by hand. It is worth mentioning that there is not a single identical floor in the whole building. They were helped a lot by the shortcut Shift+I, which displays the scene statistics. After they had done most of the work with optimization, aligning the lights along the slots and optimizing again, they gave the image some life. To do this, they added people that they dispersed with anima software. For this scene, they used an HD Vray downloaded from PG Skis. It was a simple nighttime setup. These are some of the test images based on the client's idea. The camera position is as well as at a semi-aerial height. And from these 4 images, they had to choose one. Once the camera position was chosen, this is the way to show the client what their intention is with the images. For the sky, they used this image as a reference, and this was the first test image with the camera and the sky already chosen. But they needed to implement the general appearance of Beijing and some of the structures previously built to be followed with that style. Once the ideas were clear, this is how the images evolved. We are looking at the main materials they used for this project. No additional textures or composite materials were used. With this point of view and scale, they were not going to be appreciated. You don't always have to use composite textures and maps. Every project has a different approach. Just prioritize what is important. This is the setup they used for rendering in Vray. The optimization was very important since the 32 gigabytes of RAM they had was not enough. As most of the materials are dark or reflective, it was necessary to use Vray light passes in post-production to touch up the lighting effects, which was the main goal from the beginning. Other things that were taken into account were the reflective facade, the street life, and the not-so-clear air of the city. We leave you with the final animation, but first, if you found the video interesting, please like and subscribe to analyze more projects.